Hello, beautiful people, and welcome to today's reading. This reading is all about new beginnings. At the time I'm filming this, we just had a Cancer new moon, so I felt inspired to discover some of the new beginnings that the collective is experiencing right now. Yeah, so whichever card / object you feel drawn to is the reading for you. This is a timeless pick a card reading. If you're feeling drawn to more than one pile, that's totally chill. Watch more than one pile. So I'll give you all a couple seconds to let your decision sink in and navigate to your part of the video. If you're interested in watching me pick the piles, stay tuned. That's what's going on right now. I'm gonna start off with the Metaphysical Cannabis Oracle deck. It's a beautiful deck. Love her, cherish her, smoke her. Smoke herb, exactly. Two of each of these. Two. Ooh. Oh, peep the bottom of the deck for y'all. Ooh. Scene tradition. Okay, so special message for y'all watching this part of the video. There are some new traditions. You're either creating or rediscovering old traditions. That's freaking cool. Traditions are so interesting to me. Like, they are humanity, right? The traditions that we carry are a huge part of us and our identity, our interactions with the world, right? And connecting to spirit, connecting to ancestors. These cards are meditation cards, so there's some affirmations and some words of wisdom, they're called. And then I also have these little element cards from a wizardry book in my childhood. Love that. Let's get one of each of these for each pile. And a quick message for y'all as well. Though one defeats 1,000,000 men in battle, one who overcomes the self alone is in fact the highest victor. The Buddha. Overcome the self, okay? Overcome the ego. And it's like, I like that they changed the word defeat to overcome because it's less aggressive, right? We're not defeating ourselves, or sometimes the term ego death, I know, gets pushback because it's enforcing the fact that the ego is alive or a thing at all, when in reality it's an illusion, all right? So that's y'all's extra message from this deck. Oh, and an element. This card was like, me too. Water, wisdom, an old woman, indulgence. And on the flip side, we have experience, a woman or girl, and enjoyment. And with this, again, at the time I'm filming this, we had a Cancer new moon in the sign of water. And the moon itself represents the water as well. So a very watery, fluid, emotional time. There might be an old woman in your life that you should go talk to. Text your mom. I don't know. And yeah, have the wisdom to indulge, like, respectfully, came to mind. Indulgence is definitely allowed in this time, and you have the wisdom to know what's a little too much, perhaps. All right. Last but not least, Tarot of the Divine. I love this deck. It's inspired by deities, folklore, and fairy tales from around the world. Love that. Learning traditions of other cultures. Whoa, 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 y'all. Be the Fool. Oh, the Fool reversed though. And I just peeped this 5 of coins. Okay. I see y'all. I see y'all who are watching this right now. Start the thing you've been wanting to start. Literally me right now, starting my YouTube channel that I've wanted since the day I joined like the YouTube community as a viewer. I was like, oh, I want to do that. And now look at me. And look at us, y'all. Take that leap of faith. The 5 of coins. The 5 of coins is getting through hard times. And you're almost out. I know, like, when the times are timing and it feels tough, it's like, oh my gosh, when is this actually gonna end? Because I want to start this new thing. And I'm hearing that in starting the new thing, you wrap up the old. So you actually have to take the step that you feel like you're not quite ready for, or you feel like, oh, that's the next era. When to get to that next era, you have to start it. All right. And that will bring you out of this stagnant, cold. It's a state of recovery too. So, you know, take the time you need. It's divine timing, and have the courage to be the fool and start and be bad at things. Like, there is no good or bad. There is only do or not do. The goodness of things are subjective. So take that shot. And be fluid about it. Be fluid. Don't, let things morph. Let the water morph into the shape of the glass, rather than trying to somehow fit the water into the perfect shape. Whew, cool. Okay, so that's it for the card pickings. And I'll see y'all in your readings. Enjoy. Hey, pile number 1, welcome in. You guys chose the pinecone. Cool. Some of y'all might live near the forest or have fond memories of the forest. Let's get into it. Okay. This is really funny. If any of y'all have been tuned into my Instagram, you know that I had to refilm part of this, and this is the part that I'm refilming right now. So it's giving devil reversed. It's giving, don't force it. I was really trying to force it. My impatience got the best of me, and I thought I could delete the videos sooner than I actually could, and now we're here. I like that it's upside down though, because it's like, we're very aware. I'm speaking for the collective. We're very aware that there are some things that need to be addressed. There are some chains, right? There are some chains we need to unchain. And we see the pyramid we're in. We see exactly where we are in these power structures. And sometimes we still feel the chains. Even when we recognize they're there, it's like, okay, well, how do I take them off? Let's figure it out. This is your new chapter, and you deserve rebirth. Whew. Oh, cool. I'm seeing lots of feminine figures here. This card might have more masculinity or like a mix. And it's like, it's strong feminine. It's divine feminine. The word passive just came to mind, or it's like accepting that passivity can also be powerful, right? The Hierophant here we see just standing in their divine knowledge and wisdom. I'm gonna read about this because I have the little book here, and I don't know if I've read about this tale yet. All right, number 5 might be significant. 5 is the Hierophant. Okay. It's from North Dakota, Lakota deity, the White Buffalo Woman. The Hierophant is a divine figure and teacher who shares the rules, rites, and rituals to follow as a community. There is a place for everyone, and everyone in their place. She encourages the comfort and support of the group, the path well trodden. Upright, conformity, compassion, social approval, tradition, and legacy. And reversed, we have bucking trends, vulnerability, feeling adrift, and blind faith. Okay. Cool. I'm like, wait, it came out this way, I think. So this, I mean, the way I'm going circular right now, it's not upright or reversed. We're on the edge of this dichotomy of tradition and new trends. And yeah, when I was picking the piles, if you were here for the pile picking, the word tradition came up. So yeah, it's my mind's going too fast for my words right now. But we're in this age of Aquarius. We're zooming out, looking at humanity like, okay, what are we actually doing? And this goes for you right now in your new era. You're looking at your whole life and the parts you play, and you're like, okay, what higher power is this serving? It, like, is this in my best interest? And by my best interest, I mean the best interest, right? We're not individuals at the end of the day. We are each other. We are the world. We are the universe. We are God. So surrender to the signs, right? Like, I think of earlier when I was just willy-nilly really trying to get this video done for the sake of it being uploaded on time, right? Because I told people it would be there at a certain time. And then I forced it and lost some of the content. So in like really trying to force things to happen, we lose out on the bigger picture. If we're trying to force our own like individual agenda, because again, the individual doesn't actually exist. So if file exe does not exist, it's not gonna happen the way you expect, ever, okay? I just caught sight of the crow here. I love a good crow imagery, and this tall mountain. Pile number 1, you might be approaching a tower moment, and that is never something to be scared of, because the tower moments really show you what's important. I feel like for a lot of y'all, your values are changing, or you're getting much more clear about what your values actually are. And you're willing to fight for them a little bit, okay? 5 of Wands can be friendly competition. So I encourage y'all to lean into that friendliness of competition rather than fighting or trying to force your way to the top of this tower, right? We're all exchanging energy, and it can be fun. It can be it can be for the benefit of everybody, mutually beneficial. I think of like play fighting, like learning how to hold true to yourself if conflict arises by practicing, or by taking like small conflicts, seeing how you react, and learning from those small conflicts so that when bigger conflicts do arise, you can treat them with the same level of calm, collected, universal understanding. Okay. And All right, we have 2 wands here and a 6 of cups. I'm gonna tap into this Knight of Wands. I hear the word play yet again, and because this came in reversed, and I know this is a very playful card, some of y'all need to tap into that childlike play a little more. In this new era, you will be. You're remembering what my dog is like sniffing a plastic bag. Boy, there's nothing in there, bud. Some of y'all might have a dog. Plastic might be significant. Distractions. Yeah. All right. Let's get some more cards out on the table. Cold. Okay. We have cold. Polar bear. Reserve, rest, and bravery. On the flip side, idleness, coldness, stubbornness. All right. I just heard you don't know. Like, I don't know who that's for, but if you think you know, you actually don't know. And that's for me, because sometimes I feel like I know, and then I'm like, you know, I actually don't know. And that's cool. That's cold. It is brave to take rest. It's brave to sit in your reserves and let them be idle. Let them marinate a little bit, because that rest allows you to fight the battles. Again, I use the word fight and then I had to catch myself. Allows you to address problems with a full tank, right? Like, if you're low on gas, or if you've already had a bad week, bad month, bad mindset, it's that much harder to follow your highest good, because you just don't have the capacity for it. It's easier to just snap and react than it is to, I'm gonna be cold. I'm gonna take a little step back. I'm gonna think about the bigger picture before I go. Okay, kindness just came to mind here with this card. It's like this community giving. There's this chain of Facebook groups called the Buy Nothing group. Just came to mind because it's neighbors giving and taking for no monetary exchange, just for the fact, oh, you live close to me, I have this thing I don't need, you need it, let's share. That energy is so beautiful, and I'm really glad the collective is learning the importance of leaning on each other and using the resources that are already available rather than trying to grow your own garden from scratch, right? Like I say, again, we're not individuals. Leaning on your community, loving your community, giving to your community is the same as loving and giving to yourself, and vice versa. All right, let's get the last set of cards down so we can read them. Whew. Okay, exactly. I am enough. I am enough. Say that out loud. Say it in your dreams. Say it in the mirror. Mirror work is very powerful. I am enough. And I'm going to close these windows because there's some noises going on. We have a quote to meditate on as well. For as long as space abides, and for as long as sentient beings abide, may I too abide to dispel the sufferings of sentient beings. Yeah. I'm reading this book right now called A Return to Love, and to dispel suffering is love. To exchange love eradicates suffering. And we all have the power to do that. Future love letter. Yes, I love you. Future love letter. Write yourself a love letter. That's beautiful. Oh my God. That just makes my heart tingle. Like, yeah, I just heard Angel said, you're so good at loving other people, and then your tank is empty and there's someone you forgot about, and that's yourself. Set aside time for yourself. And yeah, social media is not time for yourself. It's time for the Zuck, and whoever else owns the internet right now. So being, with pen and paper, only your thoughts, a mirror, worshiping your own time, reclaiming your time because you're worth it and because you love yourself. Really tapping into this energy in this new era, y'all. I love that for y'all. You deserve it. You really deserve it. And trust. Okay, so it came reversed here. Yeah. Whenever it's reversed, to me, it just is like an extra call to attention, okay? There might be a bit of resistance to trust, to feeling bliss. Speaking from my own experience right now, I'm working on feeling deserving, and like the actual emotion of feeling deserving, not just reasoning to myself, oh yeah, because I did this and this, I deserve la la la, but really feeling like, the bliss of knowing that you're on the right path, everything is already taken care of, and you are blessed and highly favored. The universe is there for you. Trust it. Trust yourself. Trust the signs. I know for me, anytime I see a sign, it registers, and then I'm like, but blah, 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 blah. And then I create a story and I take myself away from the original message. The original message is still true, okay? It doesn't matter how much I try to shift it into my own story. The OG message is what's up, all right? And some tips on just trusting the universe are listening to that first and quietest voice. If you don't hear voices in your head, it's images, it's feelings. Again, the first and quietest, subtle little whisper of advice in whatever way you download, that is the universe speaking. Trust that, and you'll you'll escape the chains, because through love we end suffering. Cool. So cool. Okay. I have some charms to round off the reading, get some extra messages. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Oh, this arrow is like, yeah, write that stuff down. Write it down. I have like so many just random notebooks and stuff, and I'm realizing, okay, I can just reuse, it could be an old chemistry textbook for all I care. Just dedicate a space to writing what you love about yourself, writing what you want and what you need, and that includes what you want for the world, for the collective. Cool. And yeah, this Hello Kitty charm, I read as like inner child energy. The heart part of it was, there's not even a side. I thought it might be flipped over. Oh, but it's up and it says friends. Oh my gosh. Yeah, y'all, really lean on your friends. And if you don't have friends that you feel love between, they're not your friends, okay? You deserve to feel that childhood spark of love, and like knocking on someone's door like, hey so-and-so's mom, can they hang out? Like be vulnerable in putting yourself out there. especially if you maybe are seeking that community, right? Feeling a bit of a lack. This next chapter for you is all about finding those true, genuine friends that bring out your inner child, that non-judgmental, playful, loving fun and creativity. All right, I read this charm as creativity. So, oh, okay, be creative in these new traditions that you're starting. Be creative with them. Your traditions don't have to look like past traditions. They can be inspired from, and they can be completely new, and your own. And again, like, we don't own anything, but it's like, you are unique. You bring value to the universe, and your opinions matter. Your taste, right? Like, your creative taste is really valuable. It's so cool. Y'all are so creative, and the world deserves to see that, and you deserve to share that. Wow, I love that this butterfly landed on the card that talks about all sentient beings. So spend time connecting with non-human things, okay? Plants. You can go to a local conservatory, local park. You can look up videos of wildlife, watch a documentary. Yeah, connect with your pets, whatever is around you. Sometimes the non-human things remind us that we are also nature, right? It's human and non-human, just to say it's all the same. The key lands on coldness and idleness. So for a lot of y'all watching this reading, I'm feeling like you're ready for a new chapter. And a big part of this new chapter is rest and recovery for you, okay? I know a lot of us in the collective right now are experiencing burnout, experiencing like, oh my gosh, what is this all even for? Why am I climbing this ladder to nowhere that feels like a chain, no matter what level of the ladder you're on? Who knows, right? We don't necessarily need to answer those questions. What we need is the rest, so that we gain clarity about the situation and are able to trust the universe without forcing. The zodiac. Okay, which zodiac came up on top? I'm like, I can barely even read these. That is Cancer. We're in Cancer season as I'm filming this. Cancers or water signs might be significant to you. If you have any Cancers in your life, pay attention to their messages, reach out to them. Make amends, I just heard. Some of y'all might be fighting with the Cancer in this. Turn it into friendly battle, okay? Or see the conflict as like a challenge to overcome. And that doesn't mean you need to solve it with the person. Overcoming the problem can be cutting them off if that's what feels right, or just addressing it in whatever way, writing about it, okay? Yeah. What else do I see? I am enough with this little origami egg, okay? You're a little egg right now, guys. You are in this new era. Like, you're literally just like, let me like be an ovum and like spawn, like be ready to spawn. All right. I just heard this era isn't gonna be like super loud for y'all. It's not gonna be this like, whoa, it's a new era, but it's like, all right, y'all have a new outlook on stuff right now. Y'all are really getting in tune with, I think I said this before, with your true values. Yeah. Seeing if I pick up on any other little messages here. This also looks like an egg to me, or like a little bit of chocolate, like indulgence. Oh, maybe that was in the pick a card, but one of these element cards talks about indulgence. So that was a message for y'all too, because it just came to mind. Let yourself indulge, and that does not need to come at a big expense, monetarily, creatively, emotionally, whatever. Indulge in what feels easy, okay? Connecting to your darkness helps you connect to your lightness and vice versa. So some of y'all might have seen this devil card come out first, and maybe that comes with emotional ties, some fear. Dive into that. What are you really scared of? What are you fearful of? Because the opposite of fear is love. So as soon as you address the fears, you can transmute them, alchemize them into love and light. And over here, this little button just landed perfectly on the words bliss and trust. So that's another confirmation that, like, you are an active part of uncovering your bliss and trusting the universe. It's a two-way street, or it takes two to tango. You are part of the universe. So in releasing to the universe, or just maybe expecting that bliss to come at some point, the universe can't handle everything for you because you are part of it. So it's right. It's like the yin and yang. Like, in trusting the universe, you need to trust yourself to do that. And right, trusting yourself is trusting the universe. Bringing love. At the end of the day, y'all, that's all we're here to do. It really is that simple. Spread love in every action you take. Whenever you feel frustrated, angry, sad, that can all be transmuted into love. And that is our highest purpose, our highest good. Last little sign I'm reading here is this came from the math department at my school. So it's giving sacred geometry, mathematics, and it was a little upside down. So to me, that's like things don't have to make sense, all right? This next era, you're done trying to figure things out, or like define things perfectly, make an equation that's perfectly balanced on both sides. You're learning to just trust. Simply trust, love, live with compassion, all right? Beautiful. I'm really, this is such a cool new era, I feel like speaking for myself, I had this expectation of these new eras to be like, wow, like blah, 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 like, so, I don't know, action-packed maybe. And this is quite the opposite. This is like, all right, sit down and trust that that's the right thing to do. You got this, y'all. I would love to hear about what this means for y'all, because this is for a very specific group. You know what to do. If you resonated, leave a comment, like, support the channel, all that good stuff. And I'm wishing you all the best, pile one. Bye. Hello, pile number 2. Welcome to your reading. You picked the rose quartz pile. This is the pile I've been feeling for myself. I don't know. I don't want to just insert myself in the reading, but just know I'm probably thinking about myself too in the back of my mind here, because I felt really drawn to this. Yeah, let's see. I got your pile picked. If you want to go back and watch the pile picking, go ahead. There's some extra messages there. Wablamo. Ooh. Judgment. Number 20. Number 2 might be significant for you. Queerness. Come on. Prince. Like the Ankh. Egyptian mythology. This is a great start. I'm gonna just put this up here and let's get into it. Starting with the Tarot of the Divine deck. All right. Come on now. go. Wow. Okay, I just got really excited about this because all the cups. We just had, in the time I'm filming this, we just had a Cancer new moon. I'm getting really excited. I'm just like tripping over my words. So, yeah, the moon, cups, water, emotion, choices, abundance, and play, and getting a little wrapped up. Maybe me tripping over my words, like literally getting so excited that sometimes you forget to check where your feet are and you trip a little bit and you laugh it off. Okay, so this new era that we're experiencing, y'all. Wow. We're coming into our power, period. Like no other. Like this phase is the most powerful you've ever felt. Wow. There's a ram here. It's giving Capricorn energy. Is the Emperor? I'm learning the zodiac ties to the major arcana cards, so bear with me as I trip up sometimes. Ooh. The choices to make are abundant as hell. Like, and I want to read on this. This because this Tarot of the Divine is inspired by deities, folklore, and fairy tales from around the world. So I'm gonna read into this. I know it's Aladdin, and I just want to like read what they kind of have to say about it. Okay, Aladdin. Arabic folktale from Persia. The Seven of Cups shows Aladdin standing before a myriad of fantastical dreams. It is impossible for him to pursue them all, and it is important he makes his decisions wisely and quickly. Upright, daydreaming, fantasy, decisions, wishful thinking, and procrastination. Okay, on the reverse, we have reality, clarity, temptation, confusion, and diversion. Okay. So because it's not reversed, I mean, I kind of do this, I'm going circular today, but it's more on the upright. We're not confused. We're not necessarily confused. We just know we are capable of doing many different things. So where is your eye drawn? Where is your emotions drawn? Don't think about the decision. Feel the decisions, okay? Like, trust your gut, as they say, and trust it wholeheartedly. Like, you have proper judgment. You have amazing discernment. And when you pick up it's like Indiana Jones, right? Like when you pick up a cup that it looks like it should be right because it's so beautiful and enticing and la la la. At the end of the day, that does not bring you eternal joy and internal joy. Okay, words. Pick the cup that you're genuinely drawn to, no matter what someone else might say about it, what society has told you is the most beautiful and acceptable cup. Heck all that. Like, you know which cup you're drawn to, and you know you could do a lot of different things, but there's something that sparks true joy and abundance in your heart, and that's how you know that is the one. Okay, in this card we have the 10 of Cups. Feeling complete in your emotions, feeling like you have a soul family of support, and still there are ops, okay? There are haters lurking in the water trying to see what you're doing and maybe pick the tiniest flaw to focus on. And those ops, my brain said, come on now, the ops are also inside you. Like, when you recognize an op behavior, you are also exhibiting that op behavior. Whether or not you are acting on it, you are thinking it, you know, you feel it, right? So give the op some love. That's, I'm stepping into this energy too. I'll speak for myself right now, is like recognizing people that I don't resonate with as still human and still worthy of love and abundance, and not like doing exactly what they're doing by trying to make myself feel higher than them. No, we're all on this earth together to spread love and feel joy and be powerful. So appreciate the audience, you know, no matter what they feel like or what they're saying, love them anyway, and who knows, they might just love you back. All right, so I think I flipped this next in the last reading. I'm gonna keep on with the keeping on. Ooh, hoo, 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 hoo. Okay, so similar to, okay, and I didn't really even touch on the Page of Cups other than tripping over my words, but this pages to me represent, okay, I've been on a journey, I've completed a journey to some extent, and now with all of that knowledge, I'm going on to the next journey. I'm a little more prepared, and I'm still a beginner. So you've been learning how to pay attention to your emotions and follow the trail of feeling, and you're still a noob, you know, there's much more to learn. And it's very exciting. So allow yourself to be both a beginner and an expert at the same time. Superposition. Okay, and we have Earth coming up in the reverse. Taurus placements might be significant here, as well as water placements. We have a lot of water going on. Cancer, Scorpio, and the other water is Pisces. Thank you, universe. Okay. So, okay. Backing track to this card I was just talking about. Envy. Okay, this popped right out to me. Envy, greed, materialism. So envy goes both ways. When you're envious of someone who has maybe a lot of materials, they're also maybe greedy. So you're not envious of that greed, you're envious of their wealth. You can, rather than envy, you can admire, have admiration for those that you look up to, and not envy. Materialism turns into wealth. In pile number 1, we had some talk of excess. So this is reminding me of that too. If you were drawn to that pile as well, go back and watch it. Yeah, wealth need not be materialistic. Wealth is abundant love. Wealth is support. Emotional wealth. All right. And because Earth came reversed here, there's a sense of being a little out of touch with nature. And remember, y'all, we are part of nature. We are an integral part of nature. We are the trees. We are the earth. We are the bull. To reconnect with nature is reconnecting with yourself. Period. Okay. Yes. That resonated with me very strongly just then. Ooh, okay. I did this in the other reading. I had them all going at a little side, but this, we're going with it. We're going with it. So these are some quotes to meditate on. I'm even going to put these here because that just feels right to me right now. Well, blammo. Ooh, those colors. Ooh, and the O's. The letter O could be significant right now. Family, vision, Osupa, Omo. This card in the Cannabis Oracle deck is a play on the moon from the major arcana. So yeah, even more water, even more moon energy. This is very cool. Like, the message is very clear that your emotions are your guide right now, okay? Your thoughts only take you so far, and often your thoughts are coming from your emotions. So allow it to take a step back and realize, like, oh, this stuff is actually coming from my inner inner world, my inner judgments. Ooh, okay, let's read these quotes. I am not what happened to me. I am what I choose to become. Choose to become. And you have the choice, okay? You are not what happened to you. You are not even you. You are not even an individual. You are an ever-changing, beautiful, magnetic light wave. And it's transmutable, right? Like the light includes all the rainbow. It's a prism. Okay, here we go. Even if you donated 300 pots of cooked food 3 times a day, it could not compare to even a fraction of the merit from just a moment's love. Whew, chills. Exactly. Materialism versus wealth. All right. Ooh, okay. Right, so focus less on the expected actions of what love is supposed to look like, including feeding, acts of service, words of affirmation, all that good stuff. And check yourself, check those around you, because we're all reflections of each other, and assess, judge, is this true love, or does this have ulterior motives maybe? Is this about status? Is this about power? And power not for the good of the whole, but power for one's self, quote unquote, the ego. Okay. Yeah, love is the guide. Love is the answer at the end of the day. We have even more moon symbology in this card. It's a moon and a sun and a broken mirror. Okay, I want to read about this card because I don't think I've actually drawn this yet. This is the Metaphysical Cannabis Oracle deck, and we have Omo with family. Yeah, this is family. Okay. My messages are going too fast. 121 is the page number. That number, or altogether 4, again, might be significant. Omo, 121. I'm feeling distracted. Some of you, but y'all might be feeling distracted right now too. Okay, Omo. In this card, we see the next 7 generations reflected in a mirror that stands before a couple who hold a child in their arms. The child's spirit refracts into a multitude of future beings who have the wisdom of their ancestors. We who sit with the cards today. The couple has a look of grace and confidence, knowing they can change the perception of the world with proper vehicles of delivery. The mirror is wrapped in cannabis leaves and flowers to showcase how this guide works through lifetimes. Crystals line the bottom of the mirror, and we see the fruition of the future self card. Ooh. The sun and moon are carved into the frame to showcase how the future will be full of light, yet will still have some dark days, only illuminated by the moon. Omo appears when the subject of family comes up and reminds you that we are all born with a family. They may not be exactly who we wanted, but they are who we need to evolve from this human experience. Chills. Wow. This is reminding me of a quote I heard the other day. If every day this week was like today, what would you do differently? Or how would that feel, right? The things you do today reflect not only in the week, not only in the year, your life, but in 7 generations ahead. Like, your energy reverberates. So if sometimes, I know speaking for myself, sometimes it feels hard to motivate based on me, like, oh, I want to do this for myself. It's easier for me to do things for other people, given all my Aquarius placements. I don't know. It can help to think to the future, think about the next generations and the patterns that you are placing into that. And I don't know, it just might help you choose the things that are actually aligned with you, because it helps you kind of take a step back and look at the world with a greater judgment than your solo self. Yeah. Wow. Okay. This new era is really cool, you guys. Like, it's, it's like you've been here, you've been looking at all the options and just kind of like, and maybe, you know your worth enough that all these options are available. And now in this new era, you're really choosing and feeling powerful in your choices. Like, no one else is deciding them for you. And by no one else, it's like, I'm reminded that we are everyone else. We are each other. So it's like the universe is deciding for you, okay? You're letting the universe decide because you know it has your highest interests in mind. You trust the universe's judgment and the signs as true, even when your thinking mind, your rational mind says otherwise. Could not compare to even a fraction of the merit from just a moment's love. Just a moment's love. And again, if it helps to turn that love outward, do so. If it helps to turn that love inward and really focus on yourself right now, do that. For this pile, y'all, pile number 2, I am feeling that it helps right now to look outward, to see the bigger picture of things and step away from the greed, envy, and materialism that is keeping you stuck and keeping you from making choices in your highest good. All right. Whew. So cool. Okay. Here we go. I have some charms, beautiful charm bag, and we're gonna read these to wrap up the reading. Whoa. Okay, this one flungeth way high. So this is like a little zodiac wheel, all right? It's giving the wheel of fortune. And it flew way up. This reminds me of the crown chakra, expansion. Trusting the universe. That's beautiful. Ooh, I love this like paper, little origami egg next to this playful page of cups. And the string, now seeing this, the string is reminding me of Cat's Cradle. So I literally just like randomly did that the other day. That's so cool. The reading of that card that talked about how there is always still going to be dark nights illuminated by the moon. That feels like some of these crystals, right? Like the light and dark. And remembering to embrace the dark and go out at night. I'm feeling a little distracted right now with some other noises that might be significant to y'all too. I said distraction twice in this reading, so if y'all are anything like me, distraction comes very naturally. Okay, greed. The penny coming on greed. I saw a creator recently say, what does $100,000 feel like? What does $10 feel like? They feel the same to me. They all feel like wealth. So yeah, tap into that idea that money is a wave and the wave itself is all similar. Accepting that penny with love and gratitude for that one penny, we will attract the wealth, not just monetarily, that we deserve. I'm literally just holding on to this butterfly, like fidgeting. Like fidgeting might help you choose things. It's so random, but true. Like fidgeting is just a way of moving energy. Okay, so move the energy you need to move to express. Okay, What else? Let me read some other things quick. 7 of Cups. This is a little chip off of a kiln, ceramic glaze. A little chip off the old block, eh? You might be feeling nostalgic lately. There's beauty in broken. Okay, this was an undesirable piece of ceramic that like overflowed off of a cup, okay, an overabundance of cups, and I saved this because it's like it brings me joy even though others may have discarded it. So similar to some of these opportunities that other people might discard, you see the beauty in them and you know they're meant for you, and you keep that chip. Oh my gosh, I just noticed this emperor with the freaking amethyst quartz on his head. Wow. This is just a very strong message to me of letting the universe decide. Like, it's not even really your choice. What you're attracted to, I was gonna say what you're attracted to is not your choice, but that also doesn't resonate, because I am what I choose to become. You have the choice still. And you can basically surrender to the choices that your higher self, the universe, is choosing. And how do you, I just heard, how do you know? Like, how do you know whose voice it is? And speaking from my own experience, the universe is the first and softest voice in my head. Like, I hear words in my head. Some of you guys may be visual or otherwise. So for me, it's just like a whisper. It's like, hey, psst. And then it stops, okay? If you push further, your rational mind will come in and try to figure things out, quote unquote. The universe is clear and quiet. It's not asking for your attention. It's just, psst. It's just like, hey, by the way, this cup has amazing stuff inside. Just by the way. And that's all I'm gonna say, and take with that what you will. So there are other ways to help discern the voice, using a pendulum. You can use your body as a pendulum. Seek other tutorials on that. I trust you, now that you have this thought, that you can learn, okay? You can learn how to hear that voice. And this is like an arrow, okay? This is an arrow pointing to a key, pointing to what I symbolize as a spider, all right? So this is giving like cobwebs, like old, like thinking back maybe to your childhood, teenage years, whatever feels a little ancient, digging up old family memories and archives, and learning from those things too. Really cool. And yeah, this just a moment's love, like seeing love in the old dusty crusty past can be hard sometimes. Like it's sometimes easier to just wipe our hands and maybe block someone or just cut things off and move on. And we also have to realize those things are still in the basement. You know, they still linger, and cobwebs might grow. They might be harder to decipher and uncover. And once you do, you find beauty in them. You find a key to unlock new traditions, new paths, unlock old doors that have secret treasure in them. Treasure might be significant to you. Buttons, sewing. Seeing if I feel any other messages from spirit right now. I love this little appreciating the little things, appreciating what you already have will bring in what you want. And that is this new era for you, y'all. Pile number 2. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being here with me. Like I said, this was the pile I was personally drawn to as well. So this is great. I'm gonna have to watch this back and actually like re-listen to myself because I just ramble and I have no idea what I just said. I was trusting the universe, guiding the way, getting distracted sometimes, and pulling it back to what feels right. You got this. Keep it up. I'm wishing you all the best. And you know what to do if you resonated with this reading. Leave a like, support the channel. All the love. Bye. Hello, pile number 3. Last and not least, you guys have chosen the white rose. All right. Let's see. Oh, move that from the last reading. And just got a channeled message quick. This I had forgot this on the table from pile number 2. So if you were at all drawn to pile number 2 as well, might want to go back in, see that part of the video too. Alrighty. Ace of Cups. Y'all, exactly. This resonates with pile number 2 as well. We had a lot of cups in that reading, so all right, let's get into it. This is, wow, I'm just smiling right now because I love this imagery. It's like diving in. Swans might be significant. I'm literally designing a tattoo for a friend with a swan right now. Like, yeah, beautiful, love, diving, cliff jumping, come on, having fun. Oh, cups your emotional water energy. We just had, at the time I'm recording this, we just had a Cancer new moon, which is in a water sign, just as cups are. Yeah, let's get into it. I'm gonna start with 4 cards from the Tarot of the Divine deck. Whoosh, whoosh. Okay. Ooh, wands and coins. Let's go. All right, I immediately just see a wedding. You might be attending weddings in this new era of your life. Whew. Malikiliki Maka is a nice way to say Merry Christmas. I just like channeled song. Wow, I love that there's this erupting volcano and the Queen of Wands is like Jay chillin', smiling, like on her merry way, like looking gorgeous. Come on. Yes. Ace, another ace of coins, new financial opportunity, something earthy. This is giving yonic power. Okay, and 8 of coins. So more swans. Wow. Okay. Swans are giving beauty and grace and like ugly duckling. Like you may be different and whole time you're a swan. All right. This particular story, this deck is inspired by deities, folklore, and fairy tales from around the world. So this one I think is from Norway. I'm gonna double check on that while I'm talking. And it's about this, oh, it's from Germany. Okay. German fairy tale. The 8 of coins represents the long haul, the sloth in the middle of a project that needs to be completed. The little princess needs to keep weaving nettles in silence if she wishes to set her cursed brother free. Craftsmanship, commitment, determination, ambition, concentration. Okay, so this area, okay, I don't know area has any significance, but this era of your life, the area you're in, is kind of in the thick of it right now. And it's also new. So you've maybe been working on something, been kind of pouring your heart and soul into something, and you're ready for it to come to fruition and for that fruition to be the new beginning. Yeah, celebration, taking a picnic with a loved one. Like embracing the volcanic ash falling from the sky. Like, Well, all right. I need more messages on this. It's like slightly unclear to me right now where we're going. Where are we going with this? Come on, universe. Moisture. Ooh, here's the spread. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Sing, okay? Sing. We have the words sing and community with Hood Love and Omo Olorin. Wow. Burp. Confirmation burp. Let's go. Some of y'all are artists, creating music, singing, spreading joy through that voice, and finding the community that supports that. And oh, wow. I'm seeing smoke, and there's literally people in the smoke, like the smoke of the volcano. They're in the chaos and destruction and burning of the smoke. It also draws people in, like a fire. The smoke signal of the fire, bringing people into that love. Okay. I'm gonna read these. This one is an affirmation. I am worthy of love, and I choose to love myself. Okay, y'all? I am worthy of love, and I choose to love myself. Say it out loud. You deserve to love yourself. And self is other. We are not individuals. We're part of the collective. Loving yourself is loving the world, is loving everyone. Okay. Let's see, a quote to meditate on. No matter how many excellent deeds you may have performed for 1,000 eons, such as generosity or making offerings to the Buddhas, they all perish in one fit of anger. Okay, y'all. Check yourself. We have reflection here. Reflection, stability, and an old man on the flip side of uncertainty, haste, a man or boy. Okay. Hasty decisions in this new era of your life might not suit you. You've been working at this thing. I'm sure you don't want it all to crumble in a fit of anger, a fit of hasty anger where you forgot that reflection, the power of reflection, and how stable that reflection can be. For me, when I feel anger or a strong emotion that I don't really wish to react on, I go mute. And honestly, sometimes I dissociate a little bit. And to me, that looks like stepping back and seeing like the communal impact of the situation. So it's nothing personal. It's not about me. It's about the community. I want to read about this card. I don't know that I've read about this in this deck yet. So this is the Metaphysical Cannabis Oracle deck, and we have Omo Olorin. The name Lauren might be significant, so random. 113, add those all up, we get 5. The number 5 might be significant. 113, or that number, 113. Okay, here we go. The Omo Olorin stands with her guitar covering her body. The wind is carrying musical notes to activate your throat chakra through the timelines. Birds blend into the background as golden light pours from her throat. She reminds you that our ancestors delivered messages and coding into songs to free those kept under slavery, passing the ancient teachings down to those who were ripped away from their homelands. The songbird encourages you to embrace your sacred vocal cords and sing out from your heart into the space before you to call back your power. The Omo Olorin appears to you when you are resisting something within yourself and hiding your true power. Use your voice like the birds and speak your truth, even if you slip up the words, okay? Your message is worth being shared and heard, and your message is ancient, okay? You are you have ancient wisdom. You are ancient. I'm hearing, like, call on your ancestors to help you speak your truth. All right. And while we're at it, let me just read about this hood love. I've read about this before, and I'm curious, as a refresher, what the book says. 114. Okay, literally the next page. That's really cool. From a 5 to a 6. Getting over some conflict and recognizing the true power of love. Alrighty. Let's see. Hood love stands with his fists out, and the gold rings on his fingertips spell out his name. Energy is the form of wisdom. Okay, I just got so distracted because I said fingertips, even though it's just the word fingers. Okay, now that that's cleared up. Energy is the form of wisdom radiating out from his hands into the ether. The golden sphere from Arziki Dabaran is glowing, which we pulled that card in a previous pile. Okay, is glowing in his hands, indicating that whatever you touch is going to be fruitful, but you have to believe in yourself before anyone else will, period. If this card appears, it's time to find the community and support you deserve. We are communal beings and benefit from being around others who understand this. The lone wolf doesn't survive as it would in the pack. Although you may feel alone, there are unseen forces that are supporting you in the ether. Have you met your neighbors? Do you really know your neighborhood? Are your first memories of your neighborhood good ones or ones surrounded by fear? Sit with those memories and retell the story that empowers and leaves you feeling an elevated emotion such as gratitude. Cool. So get to know your community. Put yourself out there. Recognize that you can't do this alone, or if you do, it's gonna be very challenging, more challenging than it needs to be. Your ancestors are here to support you even when no one else is. You can ask them things, you can offer them things. And remember, 1,000 offerings dissipate in a fit of anger and a fear of anger. Okay, fear came up in the explanation of this card. Fear is the opposite of love. Those are the two sides of life, two sides of the coin, love and fear. Which are you going to choose? In every decision, I'm worthy of love and I choose to love myself. And knowing your worth, as this card said, knowing your worth allows others to see your worth too and support that, because no matter how much support someone gives you, if you don't believe what they're saying, it's not supporting you, right? It's maybe even confusing you because you don't feel like you deserve the love they're giving you. So sit with that. This card said to think about the first moments that you blossomed into this community and what that felt like. Yeah, I kind of lost my train of thought there, so trains might be significant. I want to dive into this Ace of Coins a little bit more. Like, this feels like making a wish, like throwing a coin into a pond and making a wish and letting that fountain that you throw the coin into or throw your whole self into blossom and let the universe take it from there. So you can make a wish and you can be specific, but at the end of the day, it's the feeling that you're after, right? We hear this in manifestation, law of attraction. It's less about the specific thing and more about what does having that thing or doing that thing, believing that thing, what does that feel like? And resonating that emotion will bring it in. Resonating that you love yourself brings in others loving you too, because they are you. You love yourself, they love you. You dislike someone, you dislike yourself, okay? Be wary of that. Don't succumb to the haste of deciding if someone is good or bad, or if a decision is good or bad. Like, rather than good or bad, it's, does this decision bring love? Okay, does this feel like love, or does this feel like fear? Do I fear what my community thinks of me? Ooh, ooh, that just resonated. Ooh, okay. Yeah. All right. I'm moving on because that just resonated way too hard. Me afraid of the message and moving on. Let me love the message. Let me love the message and recognize, yes, okay, we are social beings. We care what other people think of us because that is important. It is. And what you think of yourself, what you think of others becomes your truth, becomes community truth. So the power does not only lie in the collective, this big society, everybody needs to have a democratic decision about it. Your single decision has an impact. And if that decision comes from love, hood love, okay, that love is more powerful than fear, and will spread, will resonate, will reverberate, will be celebrated. All right. And it takes work, okay? It takes some tears. She's crying. She's got wounds, okay? And I'm sure that after she puts this hard work in to save her brother, she'll take care of herself and take care of her wounds. And it's worth it for her, okay? It's worth it to go through some discomfort, to free and to love her brother, and yeah, it's for the highest good. So sacrifice might resonate right now, and sacrifice can come from a place of love rather than fear. All right, it's okay to sacrifice when the sacrifice is for something greater, something that is spreading joy, truth, song, wisdom, period. Whew. This is really deep, you guys. Like, I think the other two piles were a little more lighthearted, like, wow, you're really learning to love and blah blah blah. And this is like, it's hard. It's still freaking hard sometimes, okay? And don't let the hardship turn into anger. Or, I know for myself, sometimes I'm angry at the world, okay? I'm angry that things are the way they are. I'm angry that this volcano is erupting. And that is perishing all the excellent deeds, okay? Like, that is resonating fear. As easy as it is to place the blame on circumstance, we can heal from within, from sending out a smile regardless, okay? Smiling at our neighbors, smiling at ourselves in the mirror. All right. Wrapping up this reading with some charms from my beautiful charm bag. Let's go. Let's see what final messages the universe has for you, pile number 3. Ooh, okay. First thing that caught my eye was this, which I read this little jar of beads as creativity, all right? And like carrying it with you. This is meant to go on a necklace or something, and carrying your creative power with you, not leaving it for just one space and time, one area, okay? Back to that word that came out of my mouth randomly. Burp of affirmation, excuse me. Yeah, bring the creation with you. Bring your inspiration. Spread it. You know, open this jar and sprinkle it around. Other people will be positively impacted from you sharing your love and sharing your voice and sharing a kiss. Aww. Yeah. Okay, so I see this as a spider. And spiders are freaking cool, man. Spiders get hate. Spiders get hate. Embrace the spider. Embrace the wicked Scorpio energy, all right? We have fire and earth and water, Okay, the only thing we're kind of missing is air, which to me as an air sign, I'm like, oh thank God. Like sometimes I'm so airy, I'm so in my thoughts and just floaty fla, that all the other elements help me like do things, feel things, say things. All right, so yes. Okay, what else am I getting? What else am I seeing? This is like a little nugget of wisdom. I just got a download that like I heard someone's watching you, and not in a creepy way, but in like a proud way. Like your ancestors are watching you do things out of love, and they're like, yeah, atta girl, atta they, come on, like, yeah. They're proud of you, and they're you know, they're seeing you. Even when you feel like you're battling this stuff alone, they see you. Water your plants. Random message. This froggy is upside down. So, ooh, upside down in the pond. I'm just had a vision of this frog on a lily pad, right? And it being upside down, I'm like, for some reason it's giving unlucky. So like, it's almost like when you make a wish, sometimes you don't even believe that it's gonna come true. Aw, and it's really sad. That's sad. It makes me sad. I'm like, come on, guys. Trust the wish, and trust that it doesn't need to come to fruition exactly as planned. As I said earlier, like, trust that the act of making a wish is valuable, even when you're right, it doesn't come. And you have to believe that. You have to set the frog upright, trust in luck, and don't trust the fear. Don't trust the fear. All right, this looks like a shark tooth to me. Sharks might be significant. The ocean, like, there's also a big fear of sharks, right? That is kind of misguided, because I've read like more toasters kill people than sharks or whatnot. Like, assess your fears and where they come from, and reframe them through love. That is the cure to fear, is love. And it'll take you up and away, up towards this beautiful, we have a horsey up here. Might be significant. The color green. Monstera leaf. All right. The color pink. This the leaves look like hearts sometimes. Like, just love. And wow. Okay, this is cool. The butterfly on this super like fiery card. Like, I've learned that butterflies drink blood, and it's like so cool that something beautiful is also something kind of creepy or destructive, and just like loving both sides of the coin. All right, both sides of the coin. Trust your inner guidance. Trust your true north. And you got this. You got this new era, y'all. Pile number 3. You've been working really hard for this. And it's like, working hard, it doesn't need to be difficult. I think of the Hanged Man. It came up, I think, in pile number 1. Like, getting wounded, you can see it as a battle scar, right? Like, reframe it. Reframe the wounds you have. You are worthy of love, and you choose yourself. Mm-hmm. And sing, voice things that also bring love, that aren't fearful. Because your messages are heard, all right? Your voice is heard. It's very powerful. It's spewing, all right? It's radiating. Lovely. I think that's all the messages I have. My things are going quiet. We have this, ooh, okay, last message. Little hidden penny. Okay, when you think you're done, there's always a little last step that might bring extra abundance, okay? This came from the math department at my school. Mathematics, sacred geometry. And like, yeah, taking that extra step. Trusting when things are dying down and when things are speeding up and la 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 la. This is cool, y'all. I love this reading because it's reminding me and the collective that there is beauty in the hardships and in the darkness, in the fear. Underneath fear is love, and we can brush away the fear and uncover that love and share it. All right, so that's this next era for y'all. I love this for you, and you know what to do if any of this resonated. Subscribe, hit that like, hit a comment. You already know. Okay, y'all, have a blessed rest of your day. I'm wishing you all the best and love. Toodles.